Alright, Scoop fam, buckle up because the news cycle is absolutely insane today, and we've got the hottest, freshest updates hitting you faster than a speeding bullet. The digital streets are buzzing, and we're here to break it all down for you, live and unfiltered. Get ready, because what you're about to hear is the must-know intel you won't find anywhere else. From legendary team-ups to gaming deep dives and even some real-world heroics, we're covering it all with the energy you expect. Let's dive in. First up, we're counting down the ultimate team-ups. Who truly shines when the world's greatest heroes unite? We're ranking the top 10 times Batman and Superman joined forces, exploring iconic comic moments, animated classics, and even blockbuster cinematic clashes. Get ready for a deep dive into the brawn and the brains, the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel. This is the definitive list you've been waiting for. Then, we're flashing back to the gaming world to uncover the fascinating story behind a unique superhero shooter. What was the vision for this game? Why did it take a surprising turn? And what ultimately led to its fate? We're getting the inside scoop from a developer who was there, dissecting the rise and fall of a title that dared to be different in the Gotham City universe. But that's not all. We've got a real-life hero story that sounds straight out of a comic book. A Florida man, in a truly unforgettable display of bravery and quick thinking, managed to thwart a burglary and hold a suspect until the authorities arrived. And guess what? He was wearing Batman pajamas. We'll tell you all about this incredible local legend. And finally, get ready to feast your eyes on a brand new LEGO adventure. We're giving you a first look at the upcoming LEGO Batman game that's taking inspiration from a beloved gaming franchise. Think Arkham-level gameplay, rebuilt entirely in bricks. We've got the details on how it plays, the universes it pulls from, and why it's shaping up to be a must-have for fans. Stay locked in, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let us know in the comments what you think of today's insane news. The Caped Crusaders unite, top 10 Batman and Superman team-ups ranked. Prepare to witness the ultimate crossover event as we delve into the legendary partnerships between the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel. For decades, Batman and Superman have stood as titans of the comic book world, their enduring appeal stemming from tragic pasts, unwavering heroism, and perhaps a certain affinity for iconic costumes. Their combined strength, a perfect fusion of brawn and brains, makes them an almost unstoppable force, and we're here to celebrate the moments they've joined their formidable powers. Our journey begins with LEGO Batman, the movie DC Superheroes Unite, a film that masterfully dissects their contrasting personalities while celebrating their shared heroism. Despite its playful LEGO facade, this animated adventure, and its equally impressive sequel, DC Superheroes, offers a surprisingly deep exploration of their developing friendship. Batman, initially resistant to teamwork, gradually learns to value Superman's immense power, while Superman embraces Batman's sharp intellect. Their iconic costume swap is just one highlight in a story that culminates with them fighting side by side, Batman admitting his reliance on his allies, especially the Man of Steel. Next, we travel to the vibrant world of Batman, the brave and the bold, for the episode Battle of the Superheroes. This installment embraces the quirky charm of early DC comics, delivering thrilling action with a unique twist. When a red kryptonite-controlled Superman clashes with Batman, we're treated to Dark Knight Returns-style combat, complete with Batman's signature armored suit and even an appearance by Krypto the Superdog. What sets this apart is their pre-existing friendship. They're not just allies, but genuine buddies ready to team up against Lex Luthor, showcasing a joyful camaraderie that harks back to a more optimistic era of storytelling. We then rewind to the Golden Age with Superman 76, a story that, while simpler in its narrative, offers a charming glimpse into their early dynamic. Set against the backdrop of a luxury cruise, this issue features a classic secret identity reveal where both heroes, sharing a room, accidentally discover each other's alter egos while trying to change in the dark. Their immediate rush to save Lois Lane from a blazing inferno highlights their seamless cooperation, a testament to their established bond during this more innocent period of comic history. The story even includes a fleeting love triangle, adding a touch of lighthearted drama to their seamless collaboration. Greg Pak and Yi Lee's New 52 Batman Superman series presents a fascinating reimagining of their budding relationship. In the cross-world, Ark, a younger, less trusting Batman and Superman are transported to Earth 2, where they encounter older, seasoned versions of themselves who are already trusted partners. Witnessing this established camaraderie inspires the younger duo to overcome their initial mistrust, learning to rely on each other's strengths and tactical prowess, ultimately forging a stronger, more cohesive team. World's Finest 84 offers a unique perspective on their first meeting, flashing back to their Superboy and a young Bruce Wayne days. A young Bruce, using his burgeoning detective skills, uncovers Clark Kent's secret identity in Smallville, a secret he faithfully keeps for years. This early connection, reinforced by Batman's unwavering loyalty, underscores the profound depth of their eventual partnership. Zack Snyder's Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, offers a more deconstructive, yet visually stunning, take on their alliance. While initially marked by ideological conflict, the film's climax sees them, alongside Wonder Woman, uniting against Doomsday in a breathtaking display of power and coordination. Batman's strategic use of kryptonite and Superman's ultimate sacrifice showcase a powerful, albeit somber, example of their combined might. John Byron's Man of Steel 3 presents a complex ideological clash, forcing Superman to confront Batman's more ruthless methods. Through a carefully orchestrated trap, Batman compels Superman to cooperate, leading to the capture of a dangerous thief and a mutual, albeit cautious, respect for each other's approaches. Jeff Loeb's story in Superman and Batman pits them against a world of villains after Lex Luthor frames Superman. Their seamless teamwork, exemplified by a complex chess-like maneuver to defeat Hawkman and Captain Marvel, highlights their years of shared experience and deep trust, proving their status as the definitive dynamic duo. In a three-part series, Joker and Lex Luthor swap cities, forcing Batman and Superman to contend with each other's arch-nemeses. This narrative explores their shared experiences of loss and loneliness, particularly around the holidays, and showcases their evolving relationship, balancing their golden age innocence with modern grit. Finally, Superman and Batman, Generations, spans over 50 years, chronicling their evolving partnership from initial allies to lifelong friends. This poignant series beautifully illustrates how time, aging, family, and tragedy shape their bond, culminating in a deeply personal and emotionally resonant affirmation of their enduring relationship. But the story of these iconic heroes doesn't end with their comic book adventures. Get ready to dive into the fascinating history of a unique superhero video game, where we uncover its ambitious origins and unexpected downfall. Beyond the Cape, the rise and fall of Gotham City Impostors. Prepare for a deep dive into the unexpected corners of the gaming world as we explore the fascinating trajectory of Gotham City Impostors. Released in 2012, this multiplayer first-person shooter from Monolith Productions dared to step into the Batman universe without featuring the caped Crusader himself. Instead, it focused on the chaotic skirmishes between two factions, the Jokers, inspired by the Clown Prince of Crime, and the Bats, emulating the Dark Knight. The game drew heavy inspiration from the gritty realism of the Dark Knight film, particularly the iconic opening scene with imposters, and the popular multiplayer shooters of the era like Call of Duty and Team Fortress 2. Despite its fresh take on the beloved franchise, Gotham City Impostors ultimately struggled to find its footing, a fate its former developer, Craig Hubbard, attributes largely to a critical shift in its monetization strategy. Hubbard, a former game designer at Monolith, recently shared his insights into the game's development, revealing a complex path that began with the FEAR series. Initially, two teams were set to work on sequels, but Hubbard's team was tasked with developing an original intellectual property, IP. However, when the FEAR 1.5 project encountered significant issues, Hubbard and his team were reassigned to help salvage it. This experience, particularly their work on the free multiplayer expansion, FEAR Combat, proved to be incredibly enjoyable and highlighted the potential of a free-to-play model. It was this success that sparked the idea for Gotham City Impostors. As Warner Brothers began to focus more heavily on IP-driven projects, Hubbard saw an opportunity to apply the successful FEAR Combat formula to the Batman universe. The available IP options were Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Batman, and Lego. Hubbard's passion for Batman, fueled by his childhood admiration and a particular fondness for the Dark Knight film's opening sequence, made the choice clear. The concept of a free multiplayer game set in Gotham City, inspired by the idea of Batman impostors, seemed like a winning proposition. The initial development process was smooth, with strong backing from WB Games. Tie-in comics were commissioned, and the game was envisioned as a free-to-play title with microtransactions focused on cosmetic items and accelerators, carefully designed to avoid a pay-to-win scenario. However, as the launch approached, a pivotal decision was made. The game would transition to a premium $15 price point. This change, Hubbard believes, was the project's undoing. The decision to charge for a game initially conceived as free-to-play alienated potential players and skewed public perception. Furthermore, the way microtransactions were presented on marketplaces, appearing as a massive, expensive package rather than integrated in-game earnable items, led to widespread criticism and negative reviews, branding the game as excessively greedy. In an attempt to salvage the situation, Monolith launched a free-to-play version on Steam in August 2012. While this move was more warmly received, it ultimately proved to be too little, too late, without a steady stream of new content to sustain player interest. The game's demise was further accelerated by external factors. The closure of the online matchmaking service GameSpy in 2014 led to the shutdown of servers for the PlayStation 3 version. Subsequently, the game was delisted from Steam in 2021, and the Xbox 360 game store's closure in 2024 effectively removed most legitimate avenues for acquiring and playing the game. Despite this, a dedicated fan community has kept the spirit alive through a fan project called Gotham City Impostors. Free for everyone, though it remains to be seen if this passion will ever prompt a revival from Warner Brothers. From the digital battlegrounds of Gotham, we shift gears to a story that proves heroism can strike anywhere, even in the dead of night. Get ready for a real-life caped crusader who used his pajama-clad bravery to stop a crime in progress. Pajamas and Justice, Florida man thwarts burglary in Batman attire. In a remarkable display of bravery and quick thinking, a Florida man has become an instant local legend after successfully thwarting a burglary and detaining a suspect, all while clad in his Batman pajamas. The incident, which occurred in southeast Cape Coral, saw Kyle Mivett transform into a real-life guardian of his neighborhood, proving that heroes don't always need a cape. Sometimes, pajamas will do just fine. The events unfolded around 2:03 a.m. when police were called to a burglary in progress. Upon arrival, officers discovered that the suspect had already been apprehended by Mivett, who, alerted by his home security cameras, had gone outside to investigate a break-in at his own vehicle. He found the suspect rummaging through his truck. Moments later, Mivett located the same individual in his neighbor's garage, where he proceeded to detain the suspect until law enforcement could arrive. The suspect, identified as 20-year-old Justin Skimple, is alleged to have broken into both Mivett's vehicle and his neighbor's, making off with several items. These stolen goods reportedly included 2 pairs of Ray-Ban sunglasses, valued at $300 each, cash, a woman's wristlet, and over $500 in gift cards. Skimple initially claimed he had an accomplice, but his accounts of the other individual's identity were inconsistent, and a thorough search of the area yielded no other suspects. Skimple, who has prior interactions with law enforcement, faces multiple charges, including 2 counts of burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, 2 counts of petty theft under $750, and 1 count of burglary of an occupied dwelling. His court appearance was scheduled for September 20. This extraordinary event highlights the proactive spirit of community members and the often unforeseen ways in which ordinary citizens can rise to extraordinary challenges. Mivett's actions not only prevented further loss, but also ensured the swift apprehension of the alleged perpetrator. The Cape Coral Police Department recognized his crucial role, stating, "Thanks to a quick-thinking neighbor in his Batman pajamas, another burglary suspect was put behind bars." It's a heartwarming reminder that courage and civic duty can manifest in the most unexpected, and perhaps even comfortable, of ways. From real-world heroics, we're heading back into the world of fantasy and fun. Get ready for a sneak peek at a new LEGO Batman game that promises to blend beloved gameplay mechanics with the iconic brick-built charm. LEGO Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight, a brick-built Arkham experience. A decade after Batman, Arkham Knight left its mark, and with anticipation building for what Rocksteady might do next after Suicide Squad. Kill the Justice League, a new contender emerges from the brick-built realm. LEGO Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight. After an extensive hands-on experience at Gamescom, it's clear that this upcoming title from TT Games is not just a worthy substitute for fans craving more Batman action, but a bold reimagining of the LEGO Batman franchise itself. It's set to be an open-world crime drama that masterfully weaves together elements from various Batman universes, promising a rich tapestry of references for fans of Christopher Nolan's trilogy, Matt Reeves' The Batman, and Tim Burton's iconic 1989 Vision. The preview offered a dual experience, a sprawling exploration of Gotham City's open world and a focused mission at Ace Chemicals. Gotham itself is rendered with a moody, drizzly atmosphere, yet it's teeming with life and a signature LEGO sense of humor, with passers-by comically lamenting their pizza getting wet. Much like Marvel's Spider-Man, the game incorporates a scanner to detect crimes, triggering short missions to combat thugs. The combat mechanics are a direct homage to the acclaimed Batman Arkham series, featuring fluid animations where a tap of the square button initiates attacks and triangle allows for timely counters. While not reinventing the wheel, Batman's signature finishers are infused with the series' characteristic slapstick humor. Players can utilize Batman's grappling hook for vertical traversal and a glider for aerial escapes, though early impressions suggest the glider controls might need some refinement. The ability to call the Batmobile adds another layer of engagement, though its heavier physics require an adjustment for those expecting a more arcade-like feel. The Ace Chemicals mission showcased the game's narrative approach, allowing players freedom in how they tackle objectives. The mission involved busting a drug ring, with the illicit substances humorously depicted as teddy bears. Batman's stealth capabilities are on full display, enabling players to pick off thugs unnoticed, though being spotted doesn't necessarily lead to failure, merely a shift to direct combat. The gameplay feels remarkably natural, echoing the established moveset of the Arkham games, making the transition into the LEGO Batman cowl feel comfortable and familiar. The mission then transitions into a more traditional LEGO game structure within Ace Chemicals, featuring a linear path of puzzles and combat. Players can switch between Batman and Commissioner Gordon, who aids in progression with unique abilities like Gordon's foam gun for manipulating the environment. However, a potential concern is the similarity in move sets between characters. If Gordon also has access to a grappling hook and glider, it raises questions about character uniqueness. The demo culminates in a thrilling chase sequence, requiring players to pursue Red Hood before escaping an exploding facility, all while maintaining the LEGO series' signature lighthearted tone amidst high-stakes drama. The PC build, played with a DualSense controller, felt exceptionally polished, boasting impressive visuals and responsive controls, with only minor glider finickiness noted. TT Games appears to have elevated their craft, building upon the success of LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker saga. For aficionados of either LEGO or Batman, LEGO Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight promises a delightful and engaging romp through Gotham. That's all the incredible news we have for you today. Stay tuned for a quick recap and all the ways you can stay connected with us. And that's a wrap on today's whirlwind of news. We ranked the top 10 Batman and Superman team-ups, uncovered the fascinating story behind the game Gotham City Impostors, celebrated a real-life hero in Batman pajamas, and got a first look at the awesome new LEGO Batman game. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to Sheeran Scoop for all your latest updates, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Let us know in the comments which story was your favorite, and make sure to follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. We'll see you in the next one.